Hey everybody, it's King Damon, and welcome back to an exciting game of Rooster Teeth versus Zombiens. So unfortunately, I tried to record this video right after the other two, but my phone was about to die, and unfortunately I know I could just plug in my phone, but my phone's one of those is kind of messed up where it can't die quite yet. I have to plug it in, turn it off, and then it will charge. So unfortunately I couldn't do it, and then work. But here I am, back, even though it's almost a week later. Well, not a week. I mean, I recorded, I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday. And it's Sunday now. So, unfortunately, I couldn't do that. But before I get back into the themes of the reunion, like the last story of it, I just want to show you guys the people I unlocked. Because it has been a while and I played this game off and on. Just me. So, as you guys know, I have Gavin and Gus, right? So, when I was playing Gavin once, I was just playing around, and then in the Let's Play room of all places, I found Jeff. So then I think I started playing Jeff for a little bit, and I found Ryan in, I think it was like a conference room or something. And then when I was playing Ryan, I had found Michael. So while playing Michael, I found none other than Lindsay. And then, so then I wanted to play Gavin again, so I went back to Gavin. And then I found Gus. Well, you know, not found, but I found him in one of the, found him in one of the rooms. And then while making those two shortly after, I found Bernie. So I had 3/4 of the podcast going on. And then I had to quit that game, which was unfortunate. I was really hoping I could find Barbara, but whatever. So then while playing Bernie, I almost said Barney. My God, sorry, buddy. And then while playing Bernie, I had found Ashley. So it was really weird how all of them kind of connected up with each other. But it was really, like, I've just been really going through this. I don't know how many more guys I have to unlock. I would imagine there's a couple more girls I have to unlock. Not sure how many guys. I know at least, maybe Ray? I'm hoping Ray. I really do hope I can get Ray. So anyway, so we're going to start this video by obviously selecting Bernie, which just makes sense. Come on, it's a boss. I got to clear out all the zombie aliens. Anyway, so I'm going to get back to the story. So, as you know, like I had said earlier, there's a farm that my family has, well, the part of my family has, the Duggan side, that's really quite old. It's from the days of, God, they must have had it since basically Canada, they started sending nobles to Canada or something. I don't know how old it is exactly. It's a heritage building, so I believe it's about 100 years old. Which really wouldn't surprise me.
Alright, well I'm just gonna keep this till later.
Anyway, so whenever we tried to see the farm because, you know, it's gonna possibly be torn down soon, which is really tragic. But the cousins that own it now, they want to tear it down and maybe try and rebuild it, which is a shame because it's a heritage building. Honestly, I feel like if they tried, all the family would definitely try and pool in their money and save it But when someone owns something, you know, they're going to do what they want with it, which is sad. But my mom and my Aunt Sue really wanted to see the new, the house before it went. Because this is the house that their mother grew up in. The one when they had all the sets of twins. So they really loved it. And they loved their grandma. They just wanted to feel close to their mom, sorry. My grandma. So they wanted to feel closer to her. So we went there. But unfortunately, when we got there, we tried the front door. And it was locked. Which really sucked because they were so defeated. But they knew there was a back door. So we went to the back door and it was locked as well. The front door was like the doorknob when we tried to open it, grab it, it just fell apart. And we're like, oh crap. And it was kind of a little barricaded. So then the back door was also blocked. So I go looking around, keep going looking around, getting past the long weeds. And I told them I would go because if there's nothing there, there's no point in them getting poison ivy or risking it. So I go looking around, and wouldn't you know it, I found an entrance. For those of you who don't know what you guys can kind of try and look it up, you'll probably get an idea of how they look. But older houses typically have, which I would imagine was a place to bring down wood. Like, instead of bringing all the way to the house, they would just bring the firewood down there, or maybe just storage stuff, who knows. So I went through this thing, so I had to push it open. I could just wedge in, so no one else really wanted to risk getting in there in case it was a dead end or something, like maybe they barricaded it as well. So I went in, I did the white boy thing, which, man, if it was not my family farm, I probably wouldn't do. I'm not a coward, but I've seen horror movies.
Yeah, I'll take
The
this
stupid
one.
white boy is the one that gets killed first, alright? I'm not gonna risk it. So when I went in, all I saw was a lot of broken glass and a lot of like dust and stuff on the ground. Which was like, I don't know, well not dust, sorry, sand.
Okay.
Which was weird because I don't know if maybe that's how they had it in the beginning, like maybe that's how the house was in the first place. Just because like what's the point of putting nice flooring? In those days, no one really would care.
On my way.
I would imagine. So I mean, again, I don't know if that's how it was meant to be, or maybe over time. Who knows? That's how it kind of became. But there was a lot of broken glass, and again, if anyone's ever seen how a basement of it is, it looks like it's built to last. Like it was very warm, and despite how old it was, it held up really well. Like when I went in there, I didn't feel like the whole place was gonna come down on me. It was quite well preserved, surprisingly. So when I went in there, I went up this ladder. Well, I looked around. Okay, I looked around. It was really dark and like I could barely see. But eventually, I found the ladder, and it's not like a stairway up. Like I said, it's a ladder. So it's like it's not like I could go up just normal and then get there. I had to go kind of a little bit of an almost straight up, and it was about like 8 steps high. I was really worried that I was gonna like hurt myself on this ladder, but again, really built to last.
Yep.
Like, it was quite sturdy still. And then, so when I got up, again, it was really creepy and I was nervous, but I banged on the window to let them know I got in. They were all excited, because they're like, oh my god, we're actually going to get in. So this was with my mom, my aunt, my cousin, and my sister. So they were really, really freaking excited. Hopefully I could get them in. So I go to the back door, and I don't know if my cousin, well, I say my cousin, it's my mom's cousin. I don't know if he put like a new lock or something on it, but there was no way I was getting through. It was very shiny looking and almost golden color. It was really weird. But I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get through this. There's not a chance. So I yell at them to go around to the front, and we would try there. So I pull on the door, and then I try to push open the other door. Like there's a double door, like to keep mosquitoes, that sort of thing. That netted, well, not netted one. You know what I mean? Just the one to let air in, but not let bugs in. I know someone's going to correct me on what the heck kind of door that's called. Anyway. So when I opened it up, I tried to push on it, and there was, like I said, they barricaded with pallets. Because they've apparently had a lot of looters trying to get in there. And stolen, like, legit stolen some stuff, which is really depressing. It's like, why would you do that? Don't be a dick. My god. Like, this might be a small town, but hey. They're not overly wealthy, right? So, I mean, I know that sounds really mean to poor people. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't even say that. People hear about a heritage building, they're going to be like, ooh, what cool, rare stuff can I find in there? Or God knows who else. Maybe teens just trying to do some stupid thing. I shouldn't judge. I was kind of doing a stupid thing by being there.
That's convenient.
So, like I said, when I went in there, or when I opened the door, then my mom moved away. I remember the look on my aunt's face, and I'll never forget that. I was so happy that I got in there for her, because she was like all jumping and getting, like, she really loves this sort of stuff, and she was really excited to go in. So when we went in, there's a lot of the floor, like, again, it's hard to explain exactly, but a lot of the floor looked a little worn and molded a bit. Looked like it would collapse, but thankfully these houses are built to last. I swear to God. Oh man, I can only imagine if it was like a more modern house that had gone to crap. So when we
suddenly reached a point where I got really better at stuff right away.
Anyway, so when we went in, oh, what the heck did that say? Yvonne's office. I don't know who that is.
On my way.
Anyway.
You got it.
So when we got in, we looked around, and it just, my wife got really freaked out because she's Spanish, and this might sound stereotypical, but I'm sure there's some people, Spanish people who agree. When you're raised in a family, you're raised to believe in spirits and to respect the dead and stuff. Going into our house, this place, my wife was like, yeah, you can really feel the spirits. And she's not normally like that, but, like, again, like, her mom has always been, like, really gotten her to be spiritual and respect the dead. So when she went in, she's like, yeah, I'm not going to go in much further. She stayed within the kitchen area. And it's really cool, the design, actually. That makes me think. Like, when you go inside, it's a kitchen, and there's a doorway on the left.
Out of ammo already. That's a nice conservative policy.
Wow. When you go in, there's a garage to the left. And then there's so we went upstairs, and it really seemed a lot bigger. I know that's a normal thing to say, like, when you see a house that you haven't seen since you're younger, to say, like, oh, well, it looked bigger before. But it really is true. It looked so much bigger from when I remembered as a kid. But it was still amazing. Like, going through the house, like, we got a little freaked out some parts. My aunt and my mom got really happy they got to see this one part that they were never allowed to see. When you go upstairs, I guess this was one of those designs of houses that didn't really have an actual legit attic.
Wow, there's just guns lying everywhere.
It would be one of those ones where, like, you go straight up and there's a big opening room, and then you go one step down, and it's basically that's their attic. It's like on the same sort of level as the main floor. And I really hope there's some people who can picture this, because I'm having a hard time explaining it. It's a lot, but this was the one they were never allowed in. Like, they were so amazed that they could see it, because they're like, wow, because they were never allowed. It was always there was always something occurring in the way, and they were never allowed to even look in it. Like, that's how strict my great aunt Jo was of it. She's like, I don't want to risk anyone getting hurt, so no, you're not allowed. Am I gonna die here? Yeah. Alright, let's restart. So they weren't really allowed to ever go near it, and they were such in awe. Like, it was really creepy. In the middle of the room, there was a hat on a rack, like, just kind of a rack that I couldn't really see behind, but it almost looked like it was just dangling in the air. It was really messed up. Like, oh my god, it was just in awe. And my aunt was all, like, taking pictures, and it's like, oh my god, you can see, like, spirits. It looks like spirits. But honestly, it really did feel like there was definitely a presence in that house. But none of us felt really that scared, except for my wife, because, you know, it's not her family, so of course she's gonna feel a little freaked. Even though she is my wife, but it's not like, I didn't even know these people, to be fair, but it was the place my grandma grew up, you know? So I felt comfortable. But honestly, just the whole experience was really great, and I'm really glad we did do it. Because just everything about it, like, it really sucked though, because there was, like, dead squirrels on the ground. That was so gross, but, like, they grew hard, because my cousin had accidentally kicked it, and she's like, what is that? And then we're like, oh my god, she just starts freaking out about it. She actually also scared herself when she's looking in the mirror. She's like, I have no idea why this freaked me out. She had taken a picture of the mirror, just like to take a picture, and I guess she felt like she saw something, and she just jumped screaming, and we all come running. Even my wife heard it from downstairs, and she's like, oh hell, she told me later, she's like, the second I heard it, I'm just like, oh hell no, I'm done, gone. She would be the one to survive in a horror film. I would not, because I went out to see what the heck she was screaming about. I would be dead, guys. I honestly, if my life was a horror film, I would be that white guy that would be dead within the first few moments of the whole thing. I'm not proud of it, but yeah. There's no freaking way I would survive.
Oscar Mike.
Oh god. But now just to kind of sum up the whole reunion, it was just,
on my way.
After everything, like, we didn't get to do as much as we wanted. We only got to stay there for the weekend. So Friday we tried to do that, and then it was raining most of Friday, so we couldn't really do much more. We would have stayed at the farm longer, but we didn't want to risk it, because our cousins didn't really like, well, my mom's cousins didn't really like the idea of them being there. But it's like, come on, it's gonna be torn down soon, we might as well. And actually, one thing that I took away from the place, I know it's really bad to take away from a spirit place, but since it was all gonna get torn down, I really felt bad. I really had wished I'd gone the pot. Like, I really hate myself for not getting it. I really feel bad that I didn't take it, but I don't know if it was placed there by my cousins. They were hiding it from looters or what. But I did take something from it. It was an old style bullet. Like, I don't know what kind of gun. Maybe a not a musket. No, it wasn't that. I don't know. But it said U.S. grade bullet. So it was really old style. Like, it had the black sort of rubberish feeling top, and like an old style nickel or aluminum, I think. I couldn't tell. It might have been just dirty or something, but it was really neat there. And you know what, the whole thing, I'm so glad we're doing it in 1 to 5 years. I don't know where it's going to be, but I really hope we do, because I really want to see my family again. Because this first time was a little bit nervous, because like I said, I hadn't seen them in 12 years, but the whole thing was just great, and I would so have done it all over again. Anyway, so I'm sorry this video wasn't that long. I didn't get to do it. I was so distracted by talking about everything. I hope you guys enjoyed all the stories, and hopefully I'll be able to no, you know what? I will upload, definitely have these all edited at the same time. So I'm going to upload all 3 of them. That'll hopefully make up for the fact I haven't done a video in 2 weeks. So thank you guys so much for being patient, and I want to say big thanks for all the, just everything that's been going really well with the channel lately. There's been a lot of views on all the videos, and I've gained a lot more subscribers, and I'm really glad about it. Like, everything's going really well with it. I hope to see it going, but I feel so spoiled. If, you know, if this is where it ends, I will be super happy. I hope you guys really enjoy the next couple series that come out. So, you know what, as always, like, favorite, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more, guys. Thank you so much again. Bye, guys. Bye.